Barack Hussein Obama II Barack Hussein Obm Listen Barack Hussein Obama born August 4, 1961 is an American politician who served as the 44th President of the United States from 2009 to 2017. A member of the Democratic Party, he was the first African-American President of the United States. Obama previously served as a U.S. Senator from Illinois from 2005 to 2008 and as an Illinois State Senator from 1997 to 2004. Obama was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. After graduating from Columbia University in 1983, he worked as a community organizer in Chicago. In 1988, he enrolled in Harvard Law School, where he was the first black president of the Harvard Law Review. After graduating, he became a civil rights attorney and an academic, teaching constitutional law at the University of Chicago Law School from 1992 to 2004. Turning to elective politics, he represented the 13th District in the Illinois Senate from 1997 until 2004, when he ran for the U.S. Senate. Obama received national attention in 2004 with his March Senate primary win, his well-received July Democratic National Convention keynote address, and his landslide November election to the Senate. In 2008, after a close primary campaign against Hillary Clinton, he was nominated by the Democratic Party for president. Obama was elected over Republican nominee John McCain in the general election and was inaugurated alongside his running mate Joe Biden, on January 20, 2009. 9 months later, he was named the 2009 Nobel Peace Prize laureate, a decision that drew a mixture of praise and criticism. Obama signed many landmark bills into law during his first 2 years in office. The main reforms include the Affordable Care Act, sometimes referred to as the ACAR Obamacare, the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act, and the Don't Ask, Don't Tell Repeal Act of 2010. The American Recovery and Reinvestment Act and Tax Relief, Unemployment Insurance Reauthorization, and Job Creation Act served as economic stimuli amidst the Great Recession. After a lengthy debate over the national debt limit, he signed the Budget Control Act and the American Taxpayer Relief Act. In foreign policy, he increased U.S. troop levels in Afghanistan, reduced nuclear weapons with the United States-Russia New START Treaty, and ended military involvement in the Iraq War. In 2011, Obama ordered the drone strike killing in Yemen of al-Qaeda operative Anwar al-Awlaki, who was an American citizen. He ordered military involvement in Libya in order to implement UN Security Council Resolution 1973, contributing to the overthrow after winning re-election by defeating Republican opponent Mitt Romney. Obama was sworn in for a second term on January 20, 2013. During this term, he condemned the 2013 Snowden leaks as unpatriotic, but called for more restrictions on the National Security Agency (NSA) to address privacy issues. Obama also promoted inclusion for LGBT Americans. His administration filed briefs that urged the Supreme Court to strike down same-sex marriage bans as unconstitutional. United States v. Windsor and Obergefell v. Hodges. Same-sex marriage was legalized nationwide in 2015 after the court ruled so in Obergefell. He advocated for gun control in response to the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting, indicating support for a ban on assault weapons, and issued wide-ranging executive actions concerning global warming and immigration. In foreign policy, he ordered military interventions in Iraq and Syria in response to gains made by ISIL after the 2011 withdrawal from Iraq, promoted discussions that led to the 2015 Paris Agreement on global climate change, drew down U.S. troops in Afghanistan in 2016, initiated sanctions against Russia following its annexation of Crimea and again after interference in the 2016 U.S. elections, brokered the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action nuclear deal with Iran, and normalized U.S. relations with Cuba. Obama nominated 3 justices to the Supreme Court. Sonia Sotomayor and Elena Kagan were confirmed as justices, while Merrick Garland was denied hearings or a vote from the Republican-majority Senate. Obama left office on January 20, 2017, and continues to reside in Washington, D.C. During Obama's terms as president, the United States' reputation abroad, as well as the American economy, significantly improved. Scholars and historians rank him among the upper to mid-tier of American presidents. Since leaving office, Obama has remained active in Democratic politics, including campaigning for candidates in the 2018 midterm elections, appearing at the 2020 Democratic National Convention and campaigning for Biden during the 2020 presidential election. Outside of politics, Obama has published 3 best-selling books: Dreams from My Father 1995, The Audacity of Hope 2006 and A Promised Land 2020. Obama was born on August 4, 1961, 3 at Kapiolani Medical Center for Women and Children in Honolulu, Hawaii. 456 He is the only president born outside the contiguous 48 states. 7 He was born to an American mother and a Kenyan father. His mother, Ann Dunham 1942-1995, was born in Wichita, Kansas and was mostly of English descent, though in 2007 it was discovered her great-great-grandfather Falmouth Carney emigrated from the village of Moneygall, Ireland to the U.S. in 1850. 8 In July 2012, Ancestry.com found a strong likelihood that Dunham was descended from John Punch, an enslaved African man who lived in the colony of Virginia during the 17th century. 9-10 Obama's father, Barack Obama Sr. 1934-1982, 11-12 was a married 13-14-15 Luo Kenyan from Nyango-Makojalo. 13-16 Obama's parents met in 1960 in a Russian language class at the University of Hawaii at Manoa, where his father was a foreign student on a scholarship. 17-18 The couple married in Wailuku, Hawaii, on February 2, 1961, 6 months before Obama was born. 1920 In late August 1961, a few weeks after he was born, Barack and his mother moved to the University of Washington in Seattle, where they lived for a year. During that time, Barack's father completed his undergraduate degree in economics in Hawaii, graduating in June 1962. He left to attend graduate school on a scholarship at Harvard University, where he earned an MA in economics. Obama's parents divorced in March 1964. 21 Obama Sr. returned to Kenya in 1964, where he married for a third time and worked for the Kenyan government as the senior economic analyst in the Ministry of Finance. 22 He visited his son in Hawaii only once, at Christmas 1971. 23 Before he was killed in an automobile accident in 1982, when Obama was 21 years old. 24 Recalling his early childhood, Obama said, that my father looked nothing like the people around me, that he was black as pitch, my mother white as milk, barely registered in my mind. 18 He described his struggles as a young adult to reconcile social perceptions of his multiracial heritage. 25 In 1963, Dunham met Lolo Sutara at the University of Hawaii. He was an Indonesian East-West Center graduate student in geography. The couple married on Molokai on March 15, 1965. 26 After 2 one-year extensions of his J-1 visa, Lolo returned to Indonesia in 1966. His wife and stepson followed 16 months later in 1967. The family initially lived in the Meteng Dalam neighborhood in the Tebet district of South Jakarta. From 1970, they lived in a wealthier neighborhood in the Meteng district of Central Jakarta. 27. Education. At the age of 6, Obama and his mother had moved to Indonesia to join his stepfather. From age 6 to 10, he attended local Indonesian language schools, Sekolah Dasar Katolik Santo Franciscus Assisi St. Francis of Assisi Catholic Elementary School for 2 years and Sekolah Dasar Negeri Meteng 01 State Elementary School Meteng 01 for 1.5 years, supplemented by English Language Calvert School homeschooling by his mother. 29-30 As a result of his 4 years in Jakarta, he was able to speak Indonesian fluently as a child. 31-32-33 During his time in Indonesia, Obama's stepfather taught him to be resilient and gave him a pretty hard-headed assessment of how the world works. 34 In 1971, Obama returned to Honolulu to live with his maternal grandparents, Madeline and Stanley Dunham. He attended Punahou School, a private college preparatory school with the aid of a scholarship from 5th grade until he graduated from high school in 1979. 35 In his youth, Obama went by the nickname Barry. 36 Obama lived with his mother and half-sister, Maya Sutara, in Hawaii for 3 years from 1972 to 1975 while his mother was a graduate student in anthropology at the University of Hawaii. 37 Obama chose to stay in Hawaii when his mother and half-sister returned to Indonesia in 1975, so his mother could begin anthropology field work. 38 His mother spent most of the next 2 decades in Indonesia, divorcing Lolo in 1980 and earning a Ph.D. degree in 1992, before dying in 1995 in Hawaii following unsuccessful treatment for ovarian and uterine cancer. 39 of his years in Honolulu, Obama wrote, "The opportunity that Hawaii offered to experience a variety of cultures in a climate of mutual respect became an integral part of my worldview, and a basis for the values that I hold most dear." 40 Obama has also written and talked about using alcohol, marijuana, and cocaine during his teenage years to push questions of who I was out of my mind. 41 Obama was also a member of the Chung Gang, a self-named group of friends who spent time together and occasionally smoked marijuana. 42-43 Obama is a supporter of the Chicago White Sox, and he threw out the first pitch at the 2005 ALCS when he was still a senator. 89 In 2009, he threw out the ceremonial first pitch at the All-Star Game while wearing a White Sox jacket. 90 He is also primarily a Chicago Bears football fan in the NFL, but in his childhood and adolescence was a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and rooted for them ahead of their victory in Super Bowl 43 12 days after he took office as president. 91 In 2011, Obama invited the 1985 Chicago Bears to the White House. The team had not visited the White House after their Super Bowl win in 1986 due to the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster. 92 He plays basketball, a sport he participated in as a member of his high school's varsity team. 93 And he is left-handed. 94 In 2005, the Obama family applied the proceeds of a book deal and moved from a Hyde Park, Chicago condominium to a $1.6 million house equivalent to $2 million in 2021 in neighboring Kenwood, Chicago. 95 The purchase of an adjacent lot and sale of part of it to Obama by the wife of developer, campaign donor and friend Tony Rezko attracted media attention because of Rezko's subsequent indictment and conviction on political corruption charges that were unrelated to Obama. 96 In December 2007, Money magazine estimated Obama's net worth at $1.3 million equivalent to $1.7 million in 2021. 97 Their 2009 tax return showed a household income of $5 million, up from about $4.2 million in 2007 and $1.6 million in 2005, mostly from sales of his books. 98-99 On his 2010 income of $1.7 million, he gave 14% to non-profit organizations, including $131,000 to Fisher House Foundation, a charity assisting wounded veterans' families, allowing them to reside near where the veteran is receiving medical treatments. 100 and 101 Per his 2012 financial disclosure, Obama may be worth as much as $10 million. 102